Fruit of the Poisonous Tree Doctrine. Introduction. Welcome to today's legal course where we explore one of the cornerstone principles in criminal law, the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. In the intricate landscape of jurisprudence, this doctrine serves as a beacon, guiding our understanding of the boundaries between lawful and unlawful conduct in law enforcement practices. Picture this: a tree bearing fruit tainted by poison. Just as consuming the fruit would harm the body, evidence obtained through illegal means can poison the integrity of our justice system. This is the essence of the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. Throughout this course, we will embark on a journey to unravel the origins, principles, applications, exceptions, and controversies surrounding this doctrine. By the end, you will gain a deeper appreciation for its significance in upholding the rights of individuals and ensuring the fairness of legal proceedings. So, let's delve into the depths of this doctrine and uncover its complexities together. Origins and basis of the doctrine. The fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine finds its roots in the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution, which protects individuals against unreasonable searches and seizures. This constitutional provision was born out of a desire to safeguard personal privacy and prevent arbitrary governmental intrusion into citizens' lives. The doctrine's conceptual foundation was first articulated by the U.S. Supreme Court in the landmark case of Silverthorne Lumber Co. v. United States, 1920. In this case, the court ruled that evidence derived from an illegal search and seizure, even if not the original item seized, is tainted and therefore inadmissible. This laid the groundwork for the doctrine's subsequent development. Further elaboration on the doctrine came in the case of Weeks v. United States, 1914, where the Supreme Court held that evidence obtained through a warrantless search in violation of the Fourth Amendment must be excluded from federal criminal trials. This marked a significant step in recognizing the exclusionary rule as a remedy for Fourth Amendment violations. The doctrine reached its pinnacle in Mapp v. Ohio, 1961, a landmark case where the Supreme Court applied the exclusionary rule to state criminal proceedings, thereby extending the reach of the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine to all levels of government. This decision solidified the doctrine's role in deterring unconstitutional conduct by law enforcement and preserving the integrity of the criminal justice system. In essence, the origins and basis of the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine lie in the constitutional principles of protecting individual rights, ensuring governmental accountability, and maintaining the rule of law. It stands as a testament to the enduring commitment to justice and fairness in the face of potential abuses of power. Understanding the principle. At the core of the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine lies a fundamental principle: the exclusion of evidence obtained through unlawful means. This principle serves as a bulwark against government overreach and ensures that the fruits of illegal actions by law enforcement are not allowed to taint judicial proceedings. The principle operates on the premise that evidence derived from an initial constitutional violation, such as an illegal search, seizure, or interrogation, is tainted by the illegality and therefore cannot be admitted in court. This extends beyond the original evidence seized to include any additional evidence or confessions obtained as a result of the initial illegality. By excluding such evidence, the doctrine aims to deter law enforcement officers from engaging in unconstitutional conduct, thereby upholding the sanctity of constitutional rights and preserving the integrity of the criminal justice system. It serves as a safeguard against abuses of power and ensures that individuals are protected from arbitrary governmental intrusion into their lives. Moreover, the principle underscores the importance of adhering to constitutional principles and procedural safeguards, even in the pursuit of justice. It reinforces the notion that the ends do not justify the means and that respect for individual rights is paramount in a democratic society governed by the rule of law. In essence, understanding the principle of the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine requires recognizing its role in safeguarding constitutional rights, deterring unlawful conduct by law enforcement, and maintaining the fairness and integrity of the criminal justice system. It stands as a cornerstone of due process and serves as a bulwark against tyranny and injustice. Application of the doctrine. The fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine operates in various scenarios within the realm of criminal law, determining the admissibility of evidence and confessions obtained through unlawful means. Its application is crucial in ensuring that the integrity of judicial proceedings is preserved and that individuals' rights are protected against unconstitutional conduct by law enforcement. Derivative evidence. One key application of the doctrine involves derivative evidence, which refers to tangible or testimonial evidence obtained as a result of an initial constitutional violation, such as an illegal search or seizure. For example, if law enforcement unlawfully searches a suspect's home without a warrant and discovers incriminating documents, any evidence derived from those documents, such as witness statements or physical items, would be considered tainted by the initial illegality and therefore inadmissible in court. Derivative confessions. Another important aspect of the doctrine concerns derivative confessions, which are statements made by a suspect that are directly influenced by an illegal arrest or interrogation. If law enforcement unlawfully arrests a suspect without probable cause and subsequently coerces a confession, that confession would be deemed the fruit of the poisonous tree and therefore inadmissible in court. Exclusionary rule. The application of the doctrine is closely tied to the exclusionary rule, which mandates the exclusion of evidence obtained through unconstitutional means from criminal proceedings. Courts apply the exclusionary rule to suppress evidence tainted by the fruit of the poisonous tree, thereby preventing it from being used against the defendant in trial. Exceptions and limitations. While the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine serves as a vital safeguard against unconstitutional conduct by law enforcement, it is not without exceptions and limitations. Courts recognize certain circumstances where evidence derived from unlawful actions may still be admitted in court, deviating from the general principle of exclusion. Understanding these exceptions and limitations is crucial for a nuanced understanding of the doctrine. Independent source doctrine. Under the independent source doctrine, evidence obtained through lawful means entirely separate from the initial illegality may still be admissible, even if it was discovered as a result of the same investigation. For example, if law enforcement unlawfully searches a suspect's home but later obtains a valid search warrant based on independent, untainted information, evidence discovered during the lawful search pursuant to the warrant may be admissible. Inevitable discovery doctrine. The inevitable discovery doctrine allows for the admission of evidence that would have inevitably been discovered through lawful means, even if it was initially obtained unlawfully. This doctrine requires the prosecution to demonstrate by a preponderance of the evidence that the evidence would have been discovered lawfully through independent investigation. For instance, if law enforcement illegally obtains information about a suspect's whereabouts but it is later revealed that they were already in the process of obtaining a warrant based on separate, lawful information, the evidence may be deemed admissible under the inevitable discovery doctrine. Attenuation doctrine. The attenuation doctrine provides for the admission of evidence if the connection between the unlawful conduct and the evidence is sufficiently attenuated. Courts consider factors such as the temporal proximity between the illegal action and the discovery of the evidence, intervening circumstances, and the voluntariness of the defendant's actions. For example, if a suspect voluntarily provides incriminating information during a police interrogation following an unlawful arrest but after being informed of their Miranda rights, the evidence may be deemed admissible under the attenuation doctrine. Recent developments and controversies. The fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine continues to evolve in response to changing legal landscapes, technological advancements, and societal concerns. Recent developments and controversies surrounding the doctrine shed light on its application and implications in contemporary legal contexts. Technological advances. With rapid advancements in technology, questions arise regarding the application of the doctrine to electronic evidence obtained through digital searches and surveillance. Courts grapple with issues such as the admissibility of evidence obtained through warrantless searches of electronic devices, the use of data obtained from social media platforms, and the scope of privacy rights in the digital age. National security concerns. In the realm of national security and counterterrorism efforts, concerns arise regarding the balance between the need for effective intelligence gathering and the protection of individual rights. Controversies surrounding warrantless surveillance programs, such as those revealed by Edward Snowden, raise questions about the admissibility of evidence obtained through potentially unconstitutional means in the interest of national security. Judicial interpretation. Courts continue to interpret and refine the scope of the doctrine, grappling with nuanced legal questions and balancing competing interests. Recent decisions by appellate courts and state supreme courts may shape the future application of the doctrine, particularly in areas such as the attenuation of the taint from unlawful conduct and the expansion of exceptions to the exclusionary rule. Conclusion. The fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine stands as a cornerstone of constitutional protections and procedural safeguards within the realm of criminal law. Through its origins, principles, applications, exceptions, and controversies, the doctrine serves to uphold fundamental rights, deter unconstitutional conduct by law enforcement, and maintain the integrity of the criminal justice system. As we conclude our exploration of this doctrine, it is evident that its significance transcends mere legal theory. It represents a commitment to justice, fairness, and accountability. By excluding evidence tainted by unlawful conduct, the doctrine ensures that individuals are protected from arbitrary governmental intrusion into their lives and that the rule of law prevails over abuses of power. However, the doctrine is not without its complexities and challenges. Recent developments and controversies, including technological advances, national security concerns, and judicial interpretations, underscore the need for ongoing scrutiny and refinement. As society evolves, so too must our understanding and application of the doctrine to ensure that it remains relevant and effective in safeguarding constitutional rights. Ultimately, the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine serves as a bulwark against tyranny and injustice, embodying the enduring commitment to individual liberties and the rule of law. By honoring its principles and upholding its ideals, we uphold the promise of justice for all and ensure that the fruits of unlawful actions do not poison the well of justice.